Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Morning Cello. My name is Joshua McClain. I'm broadcasting live from Oakland, California. If this is your first time, welcome. You found a cool thing. We'll get started here just after 8:30, but in the meantime, I'll talk a little bit and tell some stories and say hello, and then we'll get started just after 8:30. This is a show that's been going on since middle of March 17th, I think, was maybe the first time I streamed live, and then it turned into what we now call Morning Cello. But it wasn't at first; it was just a streaming concert series, and I didn't know what I was doing. It was all kinds of audio hiccups, and the video didn't look very good, and so it's taken me 48 tries to get it to this, and so this is the 48th episode of Morning Cello. It's been going strong for that long, and so I hope it keeps going. I plan to have it keep going, hopefully forever. I love doing this stuff, and so yeah. Anyways, this show is an opportunity for people to have a moment at the beginning of the day to find a quiet space, and not sonically quiet, but I mean energetically quiet. There's a lot going on in the world, and it's easy to be overwhelmed by everything that's going on. And so this show is about finding that opportunity to tap into the music and to let your mind rest for a second. There's many things you could worry about, but you're going to make the commitment that we're not going to worry about them right now, not for this hour. And so if you find your mind getting pulled away, just bring it right back to the center and find your breath. Stress can really be relieved by finding a rhythm in your breath. A lot of times when we're stressed, if you go to your body and you notice you're holding your breath, and it's that holding pattern that creates this tension and stress. And so I want you to focus on even, full breath. Cool. And so just sort of keep that in mind for this session. And there's many things you could worry about. We're just not going to worry about them right now. I've got a friend in the studio today. And many of you know I'll be releasing pre-orders for my new album. And the album will be based entirely on songs that I've composed during Morning Cello. And so I am a video producer, but it's difficult to shoot video of myself. And so I've got my friend Pete just over here. And he's shooting a little bit of video. He and I have worked together quite a bit for another company called Head High. And it's one of those jobs where I just can't wait to go to work. I'm a contract worker for them, so I only get called in like maybe twice a month. But I'm like, oh, yes, I get to go shoot with Head High because if you've ever done video production, it's a lot of fun. You just mostly hang around with pretty intelligent, weird, quirky people and shoot video and tell jokes. Usually more telling jokes than shooting video, and so plus you're always learning. There's always different people, and sometimes people fly in from different places and they have different skills, and that's always fun, is picking up skills and learning different things from interesting people. There's one guy that shoots with us. His name is, I guess I can say his name, right? Yeah, John Barnhart. He's this. Yeah, he's such a character. He's older than the rest of us, and he used to be a film professor, and he gets hired to do cinematography for some feature films, and just the most interesting guy. Really has a lot of great stories. Super laid back, and he talks like a frat guy, which is strange because he's such an intelligent dude. But he says "dude" and "bro" a lot, but you grow to like it as an endearing term, and so it's just hanging out this really interesting, fun guy. Anyways, it's 8:30, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So this first song, I'm going to go ahead and just play what I call a warm-up song, and it's going to be nice and light and easy, and I just want you to focus on breathing and relaxing and dialing into this session, and to just finding that quiet space. Okay. My name is Joshua McClain. This is the 48th episode of Morning Cello. I broadcast live from Oakland, California, and I'll talk to you soon. Well, good morning or evening if that's where you are. We have a lot of folks that are overseas, and so I call it morning cello just because it's 8:30 where I am, but it's also kind of just about waking up to the day, even if it's towards the end of the day for you, just sort of having that time to find some peace and quiet in your thoughts, especially in the world that we have today. It can be a little uncertain, and so that's kind of where this show came from. There's this global pandemic and some political upheaval, and so it's important, even in the middle of all of that, to find time to find peace in yourself, and so that's what the show is about. And if this is your first time, welcome. I'm really glad that you found this show, and I'm really glad that you're here. My name is Joshua McClain, and this is Morning Cello. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Why don't you let me know where you're listening from? I always like to go through the comments and see where people are, and why don't you let me know what you're drinking too. There was a conversation I think last time about there are a lot of folks here that are my regular fans, my super fans. It's really cool. But they were having a conversation about matcha and tea and green tea and coffee. There was a whole conversation going back and forth about that. So, and then there's another guy, Scott. He enjoys a cigar in the morning, and so whatever your poison is. I'm having some ginger tea myself, but I already had a cup of coffee, which is why I feel a little jazzed. That's it. I'm going to go ahead and keep playing for you. Again, the only rule here, well, there's a couple rules. One is that you have to relax, you have to enjoy yourself, and you have to be present. And that means that you have to be here, not sort of letting your thoughts take you off in all these wild different directions, but just to be present and to be here and to be here with the music, to connect with the music, to connect with your breath. And that's it. Those are the rules. And you have to make that commitment for the whole hour of this show. And so that's your homework. I do give homework, but it's pretty easy. Everybody gets an A because I can't check in on you. So I'm just assuming that everybody's doing it and enjoying themselves. I do have an album coming out soonish, and so I'll talk more about that later. And I'm really excited about it. And so next week, I will announce the date of the pre-orders, which is sort of like a crowdfunding campaign to raise the funds to go ahead and record that album and then distribute the music. And so I'm really looking forward to that. And yeah, that's I guess that's all you need to know. All right, I'm going to go ahead and keep playing for you. Oh, one last thing. If you could go ahead and share this video, this stream with your audience, it will help me greatly to sort of expand the reach of Morning Cello. I'd like to try to reach as many people as I can with the show because I think it's a good show. I think the emphasis that we put on being present is really important. So if you could share this with people that you think would enjoy it, the best way to do that is to just send a couple of direct messages. Otherwise, you could click the share button and start a watch party on your own Facebook page, and you can invite your friends that way. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Oh, lastly, I do improvise most of these shows, but I do kind of go through I have compositions that I've played previously, and so I try to go through them in an order that I try not to repeat too much from the last show. But this next piece that I'm going to play is one that I've been playing quite a bit in Morning Cello, and it definitely will be on the album, maybe one of the more featured songs, and so it's definitely one of the songs that has come out of this show. this would be one of those pieces where it's a good time to check in on how your breathing is, and just to kind of try to tie your breathing in with the rhythm of the music and make sure that you're taking full, even breaths, filling up your lungs. Good practice I like is to try to fill up my lungs in different directions, right? First, try to fill your lungs up in front of your rib cage, and the next one, the top of your rib cage, and the next one, the sides of your rib cage. And then take a really deep breath and fill out the back of your rib cage, and keep trying to do that to, you can almost stretch out your body that way, and just really connect with your breath. hello. You're all still here. That's good news. It would be a bummer if I looked up and everybody was gone and I was just playing by myself. Not that I enjoy practicing alone, but it's nice on Tuesday and Thursday to have all these amazing people join in. And that's, I say this every time, the most amazing thing about morning cello is not, the music or me playing the cello. It's the really amazing community that's grown around this show. And that's where the real story is. It's just, hold on. I'm going to introduce you to somebody. This is my dog, Luigi Pepperoni. He just came casually strolling in. Hey, bud. He was a shelter dog. Somebody had abandoned him in the woods, and our friend rescued him. She tracked him for like 2 weeks. She was the 40th dog that she had rescued. She lives in this place in the Oakland Hills where apparently that's the hip place to go abandon your animal. And so she's saved. He was the 40th. And she tracked him and this other dog whose name was Loretta. He was on the run with Loretta. And it was during the wintertime here in the Bay where it's really rainy and cold. And so he weighed about as as much as he weighs now. He was just all skin and bones. And now he's fat and lazy, and we love him. And so anyways, this is Luigi Pepperoni. Babe, if you can hear me up there, I may introduce you to my son, Yo-Yo. If you are a regular listener and viewer, you've met Yo-Yo many times. He's my son. He's 1.5, and he's a lot of fun. The cutest word that he's saying right now is turtle. It's really adorable. He speaks Spanish and English. He actually probably speaks more Spanish than English. My wife is from Argentina, and so that's kind of fun. It's also giving me an opportunity to learn more Spanish. Anyways, this is Luigi. So what I was saying is that what's amazing about this show is just the community that's grown around it, and that's kind of why I keep playing and what keeps me little Luigi. What keeps me coming back and playing again and again and again on these Tuesdays and Thursdays, and so I look forward to these days every week. As I'm setting up the studio here on Monday night or Wednesday night, it's like a kid before Christmas. I can't wait to play in the morning. It's like, I get to play my cello for people. And another thing that I like to talk about is finding what your gifts are to give to the world. And one of my gifts is music, cello. I had the opportunity to learn this instrument, and it's now my responsibility to share it and to bring some sort of message with it. And that message, what is that message? That message is that community is what's important, and that there's a lot of messaging going around trying to divide people. And it's really strange because most humans want the same thing. They want connection. They want to have enough. They want stability, and they want love. And so any of this other messaging that we should hate each other or be divided is not okay. And so I encourage you to find what your gifts are to bring to the world, and to help bring community together, and to help humans love each other again. And so that's kind of the real goal of the show, and the goal of sort of my responsibility playing this instrument. A couple announcements here, and I promise don't you go anywhere. I'll play here in like T-minus 90 seconds, so just hold on. Couple of announcements. One, my wife teaches a workshop this weekend on Sunday. It's from 9 to 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. That's California time. And she's a somatic expressive arts movement therapist. And so it'll be a somatic expressive arts movement workshop where she leads people through movement and a movement exploration, exploring different parts of the body and the memories and emotions and maybe trauma that might be stored there, and then working through the creative arts, poetry, drawing, to process those emotions. And so if you'd like to know about that, just shoot me a message on Facebook. You can do that through my Facebook page. Just say, hey, I'd like the link to your wife's workshop, and I'll get it to you. Secondly, I am releasing an album soon, and if you'd like to be notified about that, go to my website, which is joshuamcclain.net, and you can sign up on my email list there, and you'll be sure to be notified about that. Almost done. You could also follow me on social media. So if you click follow or like on this Facebook page, you'll for sure be notified of the release of it as well. My brain is failing me right now. And lastly, this is a free show. I do this free every Tuesday, Thursday. This is the 48th episode. But it is also listener and viewer supported. And so if you'd like to be part of a community of amazing people that help support the arts and support me as an artist, please join me on Patreon. That's the best way to support this show and to support me as an artist, is to join Patreon. It's a subscription-based crowdfunding platform where fans like you can support artists like me to make sure that we have the resources to bring our vision to life. And it takes time and resources to produce art and to produce music. And so please join me there. And one of the benefits of that is there's all kinds of perks. I post all kinds of interesting material and content that only patrons have access to. And so, for example, this Sunday we're doing a group community Zoom call. And so if you'd like to join that Zoom call this Sunday, just join me on Patreon. And that's it. Okay, there's a link in the comment section, and there should be some links. So you can find it there. It's patreon.com/Joshua McClain. Otherwise, if you'd like to make a one-time contribution, you can do that as well. And there are the links there. Okay, that's it. That's my long spiel. I'm going to go ahead and keep playing some music for you. Again, if you like this show, please share it with your friends. And I'll talk to you soon. That song I just played is actually off my most recent album called Coming Home. And that song is called A New World. That's what it's called. I almost forgot. And that's actually my most popular song on Spotify. So that's from it's a concept album. That album it's based on the archetype of the hero's journey, and so it's meant to be listened to from start to finish, and you can hear that anywhere there's music on the internet. So it's on iTunes, Spotify, Google, Amazon, and so I encourage you to listen to that album and just sort of sit down and listen to it as a comprehensive journey from start to finish. And the final song is called Coming Home. It's also the name of the album. And it's kind of, you go through this long journey, this long epic sort of dark journey into the underworld to basically just come home to who you've always been. The idea that there's really nothing wrong with us. It's just you have to remember your essence and who you are. And I learned a lot of that at a place in Peru called the Temple of the Way of Light. It's a Amazonian medicine retreat center, and so that's kind of where I was introduced to this type of thinking. And oh wait, there's somebody special. Hold on, baby. I'm gonna make a real quick. My manager says that he needs to come and make an announcement, and so here he is. Mom even dressed him up cute. Do you want to say something to everybody? This is his name is Yoan, but everybody calls him Yo-Yo. Do you want to say something, bud? ¿Cómo se dice turtle? He's usually a little more talkative. Yeah, my friend is here filming some of this for some a video that I've got coming out, and so he's just really distracted by my friend Pete. Pete's a good-looking guy, though, so it can totally make sense. But this is my son. He's 1.5, and this is who we've been locked in our house with for 6 months, and it's just it's been really amazing. I think I talked about this last time. When you spend this much time with people, my wife, you get to know whether or not you like each other or not, and it turns out we love each other and we love our son, and it's just been this whole thing's brought us a lot closer, and so yeah, it's been great. What do you want to say something, Bubba? ¿Cómo se dice? Hiya. Hiya. Yes, he said hiya. I study martial arts, and so I always try to get him to say hiya and do karate chops, and he did it on camera. ¿Cómo se dice? Hiya. Hi. Yeah, close enough. So if you've been coming to these again and again, you know most of my family, and so I'm sure there are people in the comments will say, Yo-Yo, we love Yo-Yo. He's a likable guy, and he's just the biggest, most amazing thing that's happened to my life in the last 1.5 years. It's funny, I'm a creative, and I feel like as a creative and a musician, you need to have a lot of free time and freedom to go on tour and play shows and stuff. And so, there's a big adjustment when I had a child, and I'm like, oh my God, my life is over. I'll never be able to do the things that I want to do. But it's amazing how you adapt, and how good my wife and I are at just multitasking and carrying a million things at the same time. It has not affected my life at all. It's actually made me more productive, because now when I have a half an hour, I get as much done in that half hour. There's no procrastinating or dilly-dallying. So it's been really amazing in that way. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and close out this set for you. I'm going to play some more music. I want to thank you all again for being here. It's been just a pleasure as usual. It's always just really nice to play for all of you. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and close out the set. Don't you go anywhere. this is also another one that will likely make it onto the new album. This is one of the earlier sort of pieces I was playing. It's very emotional. And that's all, folks. Thank you so much again for being here. It's just it means a lot to me to have so many amazing people show up every week, every Tuesday and every Thursday. Please join me again next Tuesday. I don't know what the date is. I can't do the math. I'm not going to try. Next Tuesday, 8:30 a.m. Pacific time, and also next Thursday. Again, if you'd like to be part of the Zoom call, the sort of community Zoom call this Sunday, please join me on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Joshua McClain. Yeah, you get to meet everybody who's a fan and a patron, and we'll have a chat. I'm still trying to figure out what that format will look like, but it'll be different than last month's, where we just sort of everybody got to introduce themselves and meet each other, and it was really nice to be able to personally meet the folks that have been supporting me as an artist. It's really important for me to know those people and to find out about the lives of people who are so generously supporting me as an artist. So thank you. Again, my wife teaches a somatic expressive arts movement workshop this Sunday. If you'd like to know some more information about that, or if you'd like to attend, just go ahead and shoot me a direct message versus just in the comment section. Just send me a message and I'll get you the link, and you can sign up for that. She's an amazing woman, an amazing facilitator and teacher, and so I think you'll really enjoy that. It goes really well with the type of music that that I play. In fact, we do a joint workshop. We've done one. I think we've done one since the pandemic started, and we'll be doing another one of those shortly, either this month or the following month, and I'll make sure that you know about that as well. The best way to find out about what events are coming up is to sign up on my email list at joshuamcclain.net. I think that's it. Oh yeah, lastly, I have a new album coming out. Pre-orders will start this month. I'll announce the date for that next week. And so if you want to find out when pre-orders for the new album starts, make sure to follow me on social media and to sign up for my email list at joshuamcclain.net. I sound like just a broken record. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Thank you so much. That's it. I feel like I have something else to say, but I don't. I'm done. Thank you for being here. My name is Joshua McClain. This is the 48th episode of Morning Cello, and I'll catch you next time. Thank you, and bye.